Well, the good thing about being a guild associate is a free bed and free sweet rolls. Oh gods, there's a tooth in it!
Who's the blithering fool, ill-advised and uncool, with a penchant for getting in trouble? Howard! What's the word for a guy so afraid that he cries every time that he shaves down his stubble? Coward! He's useless, foolish, and empty-brained, and he constantly feels overpowered. He's an unfortunate hero, and his name is Howard the Coward!
Before I depart Cheydinhal and find out what bird brain task the Mages Guild is going to come up for me next, probably something like inventing indoor plumbing, I want to visit my mom's old ex-boyfriend, Aldos. He's the only one of my mom's exes who didn't hate me, at least not that I could tell. If so, he was really good at hiding it, and that's enough for me. Wow, I have low standards. I'm pretty sure this is where he lives. Oh look, he's even beefed up security. What a forward-thinking dude.
I'm sorry. No one except for Cheydinhal City Guard are allowed inside this home.
Without answering me, these riddles 3.
Due to outstanding fines owed to the city, Aldous Orthrand's property has been seized and is now sealed until further notice. Good day.
What? Aldous has been evicted? Oh, this is what Mom must have meant when she broke up with him and told me I'd understand when I'm older. Well, I do understand, Mom. The poor guy can't provide.
How are you today?
Yeah, honestly, man, I'm not... What are you doing? Stop that.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Are you that restricted on space and time that this is the only way you can get your steps in? Well, since you asked, I'm not doing too great. A buddy of mine just got evicted by the guards.
Ever since Ulrich Leland took over the captain of the guard post, this city's gone downhill. The guards have imposed new, ridiculously heavy fines for every infraction under the sun. They almost seem to make up laws just for charging fines.
Ooh, somebody's speaking from personal experience.
If you can't pay the fine, they can take your property away or toss you in the castle dungeons. Nothing we can do about it, really.
Oh, and I printed out all these pamphlets.
If you're interested, go talk to Levana Nadarin. She seems the most outspoken against Ulrich and his new fines.
What part of me looks like somebody who wants to take action? Every time I complain, every time I bring something up, people are always like, you know what? You should do something about it. Go on, get going, make a difference in the world. I've got furniture to walk into. Is the creepy shadow thing like a magical spell, or am I having a stroke? And he's gone.
Hi there.
I didn't do anything.
Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to say you have a lovely garden.
You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men.
Oh, damn it.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, of course, the first person I stumble upon just so happens to be the activist for the fines. I bet Traven put you up to this, didn't he? Some sort of initiation like a frat house.
Oh, please, don't even get me started.
Okay.
That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail.
Or worse, community service.
What in oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? Take my good friend Aldous Orthrand, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly.
Oh, well, that's kind of different, don't you think?
Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards!
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you considered contacting your local representative?
The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be.
Ooh, that sounds good. That would make me happy as can be, too. Maybe that's why I'm not in politics. Well, that and several other reasons.
Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Durelian, the second in command of the guard. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus.
Okay, yeah, that's certainly an idea we can float around. Or you could go talk to Garrus, potentially. And I could, theoretically, leave. Can you at least tell me where Aldous is now? I'd like to at least say hi to him while I have the chance.
You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Cheydinhal, probably drunk. Only a month ago, he lost his wife.
The bastard was married?
Ever since then, he's been drunk.
Aldous, it's me, Howard. Wake up. Come on. Wow, they weren't kidding. He really let himself go. Ah, you're awake. Remember me? Aldous?
Flying, flying in the sky. Cliff racer fly so high, fly.
Where'd you get that mug from? Were you just holding on to it? Do you even know that I'm here? Aldous!
Who?
It's me,
Why?
Howard. You dated my mom. Oh wow, he's really gone to the drink, hasn't he? He doesn't even recognize his favorite almost son-in-law. I have to do something. I can't let this injustice go unnoticed.
What is it?
I didn't say anything. She must not be able to hear me under that ridiculous haircut.
What do you want?
Positive vibes for a change wouldn't go unnoticed. But something tells me you don't care about that, so maybe you can help me with this whole Ulrich situation.
It appears you've spoken to Levana.
Wow, either you're a really great detective or Ilvana is really that much of an activist that you were able to glean that from that one sentence.
Every day, we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of the money goes, I have a good idea.
Yes, a 401k.
Ulrich keeps his quarters locked, but I've glimpsed inside.
Creep?
The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary.
Like love.
I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him.
Yep, that's a pretty tough situation to find yourself in. Sure wish I could lend a hand, but I've got laundry to do. What about Ilvana?
Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Arthur.
Well, there you go.
If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness.
Once again, simply by asking a few questions, I have been placed at the center of this operation. If only getting into the Mages Guild was this easy.
Beware of Ulrich. I wouldn't confront him at this time, as he'll surely have you thrown in jail.
What's that supposed to mean?
If you raise a hand against him and strike him down, you'll be accused of murder.
There is no way that by looking at me, you actually thought I was about to walk outside, go find your captain, and start punching him in the ankles. Maybe I'm tougher than I look. Maybe these people think that this is all a front.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Cyrodiil's future. You're going to drink yourself to death, and then there will be no more liquor for the underage kids who want to prove to their parents that they don't follow rules. But you can prevent this if you go and stand witness of Captain Ulrich's crimes.
Ha! That stupid swit!
Whoa, 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 language.
All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern.
Okay, when it comes time to stand witness, just leave that part out.
I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrens can do when their backs are to the wall.
Man, one day my last name could have been Howard Othran. That would have been really cool. What would you have renamed me if you adopted me? Would it be something cool like Axel and not something lame like Howard? I sound like I should be in the chess club.
This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
This isn't the captain.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhal.
I said move, or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Aldous, maybe we should...
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. You are now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, fetcher. Nowhere.
Sorry, sir, we'll be up. There go the swords. No! My would-be father-in-law! Now I have to settle for Chuck, and I don't like Chuck. His face looks weird and he's racist.
You saw what happened. I had no choice. Aldous attacked first, and I had to defend myself.
I don't know, you both kind of pulled weapons at the same time.
If you don't like it, take it up with Ulrich.
That's it. I wanted to be centrist, but now it affects me personally, and I must make a choice. I'm going to expose the corruption in this city if it's the last thing I do. Gods, I hope it's not the last thing I do. That would really suck. Well, 2 gold isn't going to cover the funeral, but it's somewhere to start, and I'll leave him with his favorite mug. He enjoyed drinking out of it so much, it's practically all he ever did. I'm so sad. It's like a metaphor for my crushed hopes and dreams. Does anybody want to say something? I would, but I have an allergy to public speaking.
What's wrong?
Aldous is dead, you crazy bitch!
Oh, no, they killed him. I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable.
Bandit? Wow, I did not know this guy as well as I thought I did.
I'd grown to become fond of him. I wanted to take him into my house.
Okay, stop right there. That's all I need to know. That's grown-up talk.
There are no more options left. Ulrich must be dealt with, and actions speak louder than words. You must do something for me.
Like chalking sidewalks?
Go tell Ulrich that I have some information that incriminates him.
You do? That would have been a good place to start. Maybe then my dream daddy would have still been alive. Okay, I'm not going to call him that anymore. I heard it right as I said it.
I'll deal with him soon enough.
I'm Arandel, living saint of Arche, and the chapel's chief crusader against the wicked practice of necromancy.
but you can call me Tiny Face.
I feel Ulrich's eyes upon me as we speak, so be brief.
Wow, he was so brief I couldn't even hear what he said.
We must put an end to this travesty of justice.
Well, while you two were here telepathically communicating, my buddy Aldous was murdered in the streets. I bet you don't even care, do you, pig?
I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that. Something must be done, but without bloodshed.
Peaceful protest it is then. I'm all for it.
Levana has always been quick-tempered. You must reconsider her plan. It can only lead to prison for her and for you.
What, me? I didn't do anything.
The evidence we need to incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. You must sneak in there and retrieve it without being seen.
Oh, great. My specialty. Not being noticed.
If you're caught, there isn't anything I can do to help you.
I don't know how I keep getting put in these situations. I'm starting to think that the gods are laughing at me. Next, they'll probably frame me for murder. Ooh, steak. Sorry. Oh, gods. I can't do anything right. Let's hope he's not in his room. I'm from the Shopkeeper Guild. There's a recall on journals that include incriminating evidence. Do you think he'll notice if his 3 pieces of gold are missing? Ah, screw it. I'm taking him anyway. He's crook. He doesn't deserve them. Oh, what do you know? An open letter containing incriminating evidence just laid out on the table. A smarter man than I would actually assume that this is staged, and that the real evidence is hidden under the floorboards. I should start ripping up the floorboards. Oh no, but then they'll hear me. Am I overthinking this? No, I never overthink anything. Apparently he's siphoning funds to send to his family. I mean, yeah, that's pretty screwed up, but does that mitigate the crime? He's not doing it for selfish reasons. What if his cousins are just really sick, and this is the only way to give them their dying wishes? I mean, yeah, there's this part about buying a summer home, but what if that was something he always promised them ever since they were little, when they were out lying on the grass looking at the stars? It does hurt to be the only one around here with a conscience. But I don't care. I mustn't care. I'm not doing this for the good of Cheydinhal. I am doing this for Aldous, the wonderful man who, in all honesty, probably doesn't remember that I existed. But I'm going to build up this fantasy in my mind so I don't have to confront the harsh truth that I desperately need a father figure in my life to teach me how to be a good person. All right, I'm rambling, sorry. I have those eggs you were looking for.
I trust there were no run-ins with the guards in the barracks.
For the god's sake, man, the count is right there. Have you never heard of subterfuge?
You're back. Good. Did you find the evidence?
Yes, I found out he keeps a spoon next to his ink and quill. And this letter perfectly detailing his plans. Rather convenient when you think about it. The only way it could have been more obvious if he was sitting behind the door rubbing his hands going, "So you found out my plan."
You've done it. This letter will spell his undoing when I present it to Count Indaris. I must hasten to the Count and deliver this immediately. Please, meet me back at the Cheydinhal Bridge Inn in about 2 hours.
You got it. Glad that this went by pretty...
I must speak to the Count.
Does he know that that is the Count? Why do I feel like I picked the wrong person to side with? Okay, yeah, he never showed up. I'm gonna have to try Ivana's way.
I don't like being disturbed.
Same. So there's this lady named Ivana that says if you don't come see her right now, she's gonna tell everybody that you can't grow a goatee, no matter how hard you've clearly been trying.
You say Levana wishes to see me? Very well, lead on.
Honey, we're home. That's a little joke to help diffuse the tension. All right, you two, play nice, otherwise you can't have dessert.
So, Levana, I hear you have something I'd want to see.
You're going to pay for what happened to Aldous.
Aldous was a drunkard and a fool. He decided to draw a blade and attack a guard, so he paid the price.
You bastard!
You give me that evidence and I'll consider not having you executed.
As you wish, Ulrich.
Oh, this ought to be good. Some juicy gossip.
Come, my lovelies, your feast has arrived! That's all I'll be needing you for.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be making my leave then. Your whole plan was to summon a rat to bite him a bunch? Oh, forgive me, 2 rats. Oh my gods, he's dead! That guy was a terrible guard captain. He was literally munched to death. Do you have any idea what this means? We're wanted criminals now. I'm an accomplice. You fool. Are you so short-sighted that you don't see what effect your actions will have on others?
I have no regrets.
Well, that's good for you, but I do. I kind of wish you had communicated that more clearly. I really thought that you were somebody with bigger ideas other than to bring him over and sick your pets on him.
Justice has been done. Go tell Garrus what's transpired here.
I'll try, but he's a very busy man. He might still be looking longingly into the eyes of the Count. Oh, forgive me, no, he's just back here staring at the corner of a wall.
We must put an end
Good God!
to this travesty of justice.
What's going on with your eyes? You must not have slept for days. Have you just been standing here since I left? No wonder this easy-to-solve case hasn't gotten anything done. While you were here observing the architecture, Ulrich got eaten alive by rats.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Me?
The proper way to do this would have been my way, but you chose bloodshed.
What?
I should have you arrested. However, since you aren't fully at fault, I won't report your involvement to the Count. Lavanna, on the other hand, will pay for her crime.
I wouldn't piss her off, dude. She might invite you over next.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must speak to the Count. Please, meet me at the Cheydinhal Bridge Inn in 2 hours.
What is it with you in that inn? Is that just your place of choice?
I must speak to the Count.
Oh gods, there he goes again. Looks like Ivana doesn't have anything to worry about. What do you mean you don't have any orange juice? Then how do you make screwdrivers? Oh well, excuse me, I have to go tend to business. Look who showed up. Did the Count die of old age?
We decided to reduce Lavanna's sentence as she was, acting for self-preservation.
What, you could just decide that?
I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard, and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town.
I'm starting to think that you were behind this entire thing. Everything adds up. I mean, look who got a nice little comfy promotion at the end of the day after doing jack squat.
As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment or perhaps your life.
Did I?
We reward you this bounty of gold.
I was never made aware of those consequences. I was just trying to help. Is this what being an activist is like? Oh wow, 75 gold. You shouldn't have. I guess you couldn't afford a bigger reward with a tighter budget now that all these fines have been put to a halt. This is so stupid. You're so stupid. Cheydinhal is so stupid.
Until we meet again, may your travels be safe and the road remain clear.
Okay, bye.